Hakajok ka ba barong ikloy ban wat pat ban yo jing tep sapang ki babon ki benta lengba ke internet ikloy ru ban ngop haki jing batai ki babon ki nong batai khlam da dan ka jing shisha halor ka ei ka ba ki briew ki wat hendai tang man yo jing man toy bat ban pau nam ki alam baklai ki babon ki bam da tep bha ya ka jing bha bat ka jing sniew dei halor ka ne ka department home science haringkat ki rangers jong ka St Mary's college ki lapan long ya ka workshop ba shisngi halor ka phang nutrition for all together towards a healthy India banyathir yatai halor ka kot ka khya hakading sngi u Dr. Jamino Mautho ulawan kumkong san haringkat ka jiadon lang ka principal ka Dr. Sister Mary Harriet ki nong hikai ki khenna bat ki samla puli jong ki college ki nutritionist bat ki dietitian na ki hospital ka nong ba bat ki wei ki bon aji hikai hakani ka workshop ki long ka Dr. Grace Delen Rose Chilla Bayrak Spars Fellow Food and Nutrition IIM Calcutta Innovation Park ka dietitian Chayanika Sarma Chief Dietitian and Director Best Diet bat ka Dr. Yadari Lang Tiuso Associate Professor General Medicine Negrim Shillong Habapun saya ki samla puli hakani ka workshop ka Dr. Grace Delen Rose Chilla kalakren halor ki jingdon kam baki briew ki depan tim bakarukom bam ka dei ka bakong santam ban laj ne ki jingpang jingtom Kijing don kam ban ngop ha kijing batai start jong ki reshim kapu pada prank kini jing hikai la don ru kijing keli na ki khana puli bat ki nong wani shementa ya ka bala pansai da ka Dr. Shilla bat ru ka dietitian Chayanika ya kijing sniew kijing bam fast food
The cholesterol which is there in a small yolk is nothing compared to the bad cholesterol you are consuming in the form of bhujiyas and the oil that is put on top of momos and chow mein and all, right? If you are physically active, if you are having a lot of fiber, then the little amount of good cholesterol that is coming from the egg yolk, it will not harm. Plus, it is very rich in vitamin D because through food it's the only source because very few people from other parts of India have mushrooms. So egg yolk is the only food that can give a certain amount of vitamin D, and we all are deficient in vitamin D, majority of us. It also gives folic acid, very essential. When a person is deficient in iron, giving iron tablets is not the solution. We have to give folic acid, we have to give vitamin B12 that will in itself help in manufacturing iron. So egg yolk is rich in that. Okay. Also, it has a very important amino acid called the choline, CHOLINE, you all know. And when we are so much stressed out, there are certain bad cardiac biomarkers which increase in our bodies, especially homocysteine. The Assamese community must be knowing. Recently, I just posted a video on it, the choline that is there in the egg yolk, it will help in converting homocysteine into an important amino acid methionine, which is very essential for our liver, for our heart. Okay, so egg yolk is not the culprit. The culprit is a sedentary lifestyle, and the main culprits are the fast food and the bad oils that we're eating.
Haba ajing kren kani ka workshop ka dietitian Chayanika Sarma kalaong ublei ulat hau ya kamet ubriu hakata ka rukom bakan la ban penmi iki jingdon kam jong kamet hi om ban shanya tang haki dawai halor ka jing sam jong ka ya ka jing khendu ki doktor ya ka jing embryo ka bakila ai por satang daki kenta ban im Hendrai da ka jing slor jong ka kalala ban pen im biang yelau jong bah yeng tang da ki jing ai da ki jing bam vitamin
Our body cells can regenerate. God has created us in such a way that our cells already are programmed to regenerate. We just need to give all the facilities to the cell. We have to create an environment. This is what happened to him. But 25th of that month, he was admitted. He kept on doing the rounds from ICU, IPD. Twice he was released from the hospital, and then in few hours they had to come back because his lungs could not pull in oxygen. Okay. Then finally, in the coming month, it was the 16th of that month, May, and this person, we got to know he got cirrhosis. Okay. I was wondering, how can this happen? This hospital I know the dietitians. And the chief dietitian I know, how can this happen? He must have been maintained so well, his condition must have been managed so well. Okay? 16th went, 17, 18, 19, 20. 20th of that month, got to know he was put under full ventilation. His reports were saying that he got cirrhosis. I had messaged the dietitian, whom I knew so well for years, that he is my uncle. Please take care of this case personally, and please implement this and this things. So this will help in his recovery. On the 20th, when I heard that this person was put under full ventilation, 20th gone, 21st gone. His family members, all the family members, they all gathered outside the hospital. They were planning for his funeral. Okay? 22nd, because I have been observing, I have been hearing, patiently waiting that some miracle will happen because I believe in the power of nutrition. Okay? What miracles nutrition can do. I went to the hospital on the 22nd as a visitor into the ICU, and I was observing him. A person who's about to die, if you all have seen somebody who's about to die, the legs are still, right? The person cannot move the legs. The person, even though he was under ventilation, he was swallowing his own saliva. He was moving his legs, though very slowly. He was very weak, very, very weak. I did something which I shouldn't have done, but I did because I'm from this field and that patient matters to me. The file of that patient was there near the ICU bed. Okay? I turned the pages. I could not find the supplements which I told my friend to give. That was one mistake. Second mistake, no nutrition. Even though he was under the tube feeds, no nutrition was given. Only 0.9 calories of a particular supplement was given. 0.9 calories in 100 ml. Will that person have any energy? How can that person have energy? I mean, it was just leaving that person to die, you know. I went down to the dietetics department. The senior dietitian was not there. It was 1 p.m. I told her that he's my uncle, and I asked to administer albumin, and no, it is not given. And because that supplement has those amino acids which can revive a person. Okay? At 1 p.m. I went. 3 p.m. I called, it wasn't given. 4 p.m. I went back to the ICU, it was not given. It was administered only at 5:30 in the evening. Only only 1 feed of albumin and 2 feeds of that supplement. Next day, 9:30 a.m., when the relatives went to see him in the ICU, the person whom the doctor said ki we have just few hours left. We have tried everything, 17 lakhs gone till then. You won't believe, when his nephew called him, he just looked like this. His wife asked, can you lift your hand? He lifted up his hand. Can you see? In 1 week, he was discharged. And now we can see him going to people's places, attending marriage functions, going for birthdays, and he's riding a scooty. This is the power of nutrition. Why? If dietitians, if students like you are very strong in your base, in your foundation, if the hospitals recognize the importance of dietitians, what they can do, if they cannot question your knowledge, if you can counter those things that are going on that in the ICU with the patient's parameters, people will definitely start thinking, yes, then survival rates in the hospital will be more. This hospital, here more patients, recovery rate is very high. More and more patients come and they go home alive. You know, in that hospital where my uncle of mine had gone, it is an infamous thing. That hospital is known for killing patients. And sadly, very few hospitals are doing this. In Guwahati, I found just one hospital where a real dietitian has got real hold on the entire hospital.
Shushu kalau ang bakum ki briew bagi patba ki shania ban yo jing ko jing khia ki dietitian ki don la ka jong jing tip na ka banta ki jing don kam jong kamen ki banta ba phe jong kamen ki don ru la ka jong jing don kam ka ba om dei tang ki dawai ki bala ban ai jing ko.
Your basic knowledge, even though you may be from an arts background, if you're not a CND student, your basic science is very important. Anything related to the cell, anything, it is very important. Understand the function of each cell organelle, which enzymes are produced by each organelle, how and where they are targeting. There you will find the names of those enzymes which you will find in the things that you don't like now.